Monday, Chico, first day of the week, and you know how to start the week. Started off strong. See, that was like a wordplay. Started off weak. Shit went over y'all head, man. We got balls over here. It's Big Dog Chico. It's Uncle Lee. We got NBA Finals. We got Coach Prime's big recruit weekend. We got much, much more. Y'all got some y'all won't put it in the chat. Chico's recovering from losing again birthday party, so he got a big hangover. It's the morning run.
Something like that.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run, go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runners, grab your coffee.
Runners, mount up and wake up. It's the morning run. Uncle Nate, the Big Dog Chico, please, on the Pregame Network. What's up, Uncle?
You know that look right there? That's the look I give somebody who ain't subbed yet but still won't sit their ass down. You got two choices. You got to sub or sit your ass down.
Okay. Just want to look at you like that so you'll know. Oh, now everybody checking in. Shout out to Waco, Texas up in this thing. Debbie Garcia. Yeah, C. Maven up in here. Dee Waters. James Too Funny. All right. Then Danny, what's happening? Reverend B.J. Nelson out of Sacramento. Yes, sir. Unc, we had a great weekend, man. Like you said, I am trying to recover. Yeah. That is a true statement. So we're not going to get into too much of that. We just go.
No, sure.
No. We getting straight into the NBA Finals.
We get straight to this weekend.
Game 2.
What you did?
New York City, man.
You celebrated Louisiana Glenn's birthday too hard?
I did celebrate Louisiana Glenn's birthday too hard. I celebrated the Knicks going back to New York up 2-0.
No, sir.
You know, like we said.
I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm gonna keep pushing you out your spot. I'm gonna do you like they keep doing Wemby. I got a big bow in your back. I'm not letting you get this spot. You finna tell me what happened this weekend.
Hey, and then speaking of that, on Sundays I coach flag football with my son, right?
Yeah.
So after the game, I take them to the little play area right by the field.
Okay.
But then I look up and I see on the basketball court, full court going on with some middle-aged guys, 20-year-olds, but definitely some guys a little bit older than me. I was like, okay, this is an opportunity.
You sized them up.
Yeah, I sized them up now.
Yeah.
But they look like some real basketball players. This is an opportunity to get on the court. I haven't done a full run in so long, Unc. Yeah. You don't understand. I didn't even have confidence in myself, Unc. I'm just walking around the court with a basketball. You know, you walk on the side with a basketball.
Yeah.
They look at you.
They need one.
They size you up, really, right? So the oldest guy on there, he came with us. Hey, young fella, you wanna go jump in and play? I was like, all right, now, if I jump in, you gonna have to sub in to get me now. He's like, all right, I'll come and get you. I said, all right, better. I'll play the first.
Was the 808 braids done? Was the braids fresh?
Yeah, the braids is fresh. So
yeah.
They probably look like them.
Somebody gonna pick you. Yeah,
somebody gonna pick me.
Somebody gonna pick you.
But before I'll tell you the whole story later, but I'll just say this. There's a black dude out there from LA. I knew he was from LA because the way he was talking, they was talking back and forth about playing pickup outside. Anyway, he came down the court. I was like, okay, he's the baller. So I go up to him, really because I didn't want him to try to throw me the ball in the post because I ain't working on post moves yet. So I go set the pick. Set the pick.
Yeah, but no roll.
No, I ain't rolled the first time. But the double pick, how you set one on one side, you come back to the other side, then you set it again. Now, a true basketball player know it's time to roll on this one.
Supposed to.
He and I was on the same page. He hit that bounce pass to your dog. Your dog caught that thing, laid it up off the glass with the tap on the glass. You feel me?
You ain't slapped the glass.
Tap the glass, huh?
No, you ain't slapped it.
No, I ain't slapped it. I tapped it. I ain't slapped it. Made the layup.
Okay, so stop right there. What did Nee say when you landed?
Nee said, ooh, you ain't do this in a long time. And it came out of my mouth, too. I thought of that and I said it.
Hey, it sounded like somebody balling up a bag of potato chips. All you heard was crunching.
Old boy said, good shot, old school. I said, old school? Then hold up.
That ain't why you called the timeout for real, though. You try to catch your breath.
Excuse. Yeah, oh no, I walked the whole time. Walked down court, up the court. I told him when I came on what time it was. Dude, I was guarding to all right, don't worry. I'm the oldest, slowest guy out here. I said, all right. You ain't the slowest no more, but you might be still the oldest.
Yeah, you have to size up, man. You got to go out there. You got to watch a
Oh,
couple
that was so
transitions, see who actually running down the court. And let me tell you this, man. Guy told me a story this morning that fits this situation, Chico. A line was chasing two dudes. Dudes running from the line. One turns to the other, good man. Ain't no way he can outrun both of us. The other guy said, I'm just trying to outrun you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Trying to outrun you, dog.
I ain't trying to outrun the line. He gonna get the first one. Us stop.
Right.
So that's what you do, Chico. You got to size them up. As long as you find somebody on the other team, you faster than.
That's what I did. They at first they pointed out, they was like, "You want him?" I was like, "Does he run a lot?" They was like, "Yeah, I'll get him." I said, "All right, go ahead, you go get him." I went over there to the other guy. Yeah, that's perfect right here. I ripped him a couple times. Give me that.
Oh, the high dribble. Hey, but I tell you this dude, you know, you get old. When you were young and rip somebody, you pushed it down the court and layup was yours. When you get old, rip somebody, you just ball up on it.
You just rip it and get the ball, pass it to one of the young guys on your team, let them run.
Successful turnover. Like, who want it? I ain't advancing at all.
I got 4 fouls, hard ones. All right, y'all know that. I'm gonna get some rebounds and I'm gonna kick it out to you. You don't have to pass me nothing. You know.
Somebody said earlier when you demonstrated setting your pick and you had your hand in front of your groins, that's not really how you set your pick. Did you set your
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm ashamed.
You set your pick like that.
Set your pick like a little 4-year-old or 3-year-old peeing by the tree. You know how they pee by the tree?
Pants all the way down.
Pants all the way down, sit all the way back. They don't even know to hold that thing yet. They just
you walk in the restroom and see a little joker at the urinal and his pants right his neck. You know his daddy and his life. You like, come on.
Oh my God.
You ain't got to do that to pee.
You ain't got to do that to pee, dog. Maybe when you can start off, you have to do that because you know your little pecker. You know what? We talking about no Peters and Peckers right now, man. Goodness gracious. We could talk about some basketball though. Wimbies and the Knicks and the Spurs. We got a lot of recruits to talk about with Coach Prime and them, Shador Sanders, and whatever else y'all want to talk about in the chat, man. This is an open chat show, you know?
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all got going on, what y'all fake caring about out there in the world today. Unc,
yeah,
you have been working closely with what's going on in Colorado as far as the recruiting and things of that nature. Of course, we just had a bunch of commits this past weekend, but you were speaking with the ones who were one of the first to commit, the previous 4 that committed. Unc, can you talk about your experience speaking with these young guys that have just signed?
We tag it 2 ways, man, because I also had a couple of, if I could use a big word early in the show, robust conversations with Coach Prime over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And matter of fact, here's how he started Sunday's conversation when I answered the phone. I said, "What's up, big bro?" He said, 8 out of 10 today. 8 out of 10. If you add that with the previous commits, that makes him 16 or 17, depending on how you count it. Let's go. We'll do the haters a favor and go with 16.
Yeah.
That's 16 from the class of 2027. So next year's graduating class, and having the ability to interview some of these guys. Got some more coming this week as well. You know, you're just blown away that they're high school seniors and that type of demand of their craft, their interview ability, their coachability, et cetera. And then even just their knowledge of the decisions that they made. You know, Kenny Fairley talked about, man, I hear that nonsense of people saying Coach Prime hired a young coach and Coach Plum, but Coach Dante Carter is the reason I said yes to Colorado. I like having a young coach. I like a young coach that's more of a big brother that's going to keep you accountable. Talked about, you know, what Chef Solomon means to guys who's going to be, you know, far from home and homesick and missing mama cooking. So these guys got a good command of what they have, you know, bought into, what they want to come see. And that's the other thing they all articulated. It was like, hey, man, This is how it is. Like, I don't want the home visit. I want to go visit where I'm going to be playing. I know what my house look like. My mama know what her house look like. We want to go see where I'm going to be living. So, shout out to these young guys, these commits. And you had one out of Florida. Just for description purposes, white kid on defense out of Florida. He committed without coming. Like, no, I just seen enough.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even got to come see it. I know.
Right.
So that was one that you didn't have to spend money to go see or have to spend to bring him to you for OV. And he said, yes. So, but I tell you one of the things, Chico, one of my biggest takeaways from it, and touched on it on Morning Wood and some segments to come, is Coach Prime's belief in his coaching staff and his belief in his coaching ability, and how that translates to, hey, y'all, will we love 5 stars? Yes. 5 stars want to come here, they're more than welcome. But before we spend all these resources coaching a 5-star, recruiting a 5-star, all we got to do is get us a 3 or 4 and turn him into a 5. All we got to do is get a guy that people are overlooking and give them that opportunity. Because, one, they're going to be grateful, they're going to be thankful, and then they're hungry.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily come in with some of the egotistical blemishes that you can find on 5 stars that's been recruited all their life. They come in wanting to prove something, a chip on their shoulder, remember who believed in them first, remember who came after them first. So, and that's not saying that is a new approach, but when you look at this class, you'll be like, man, there's a lot of guys with a lot of potential, a lot of upside, and Coach Prime wants to coach that upside. There you go, Lindsay, Pulliam, Linton, both sides of the ball. Yeah, offensive line, defensive line, edge. You got some QBs in the mix, about 3 or 4 corners in the mix, so it's a good look for 2027.
Hey, I'm excited also. I like what you said about the 3 and 4 star and 5-star guys, as opposed to trying to recruit all of those 5-star guys who, the ranking services or recruiting services has ranked, by their metrics and whatever. You can also look and observe and recruit guys by your metrics and what you feel like could be 3, 4, or 5-star. You don't always have to go by what everyone else is saying. The same thing when you see when you have a girl or whether you're a girl, you have a guy, you're pursuing a guy out there. You can go back and look in high school, right? Everybody might want this girl, but you come in with this one right here that you feel like, hey man, this is a quote unquote 3-star, but all she need is a little bit of, go to the track with me. You feel me? I might take her to the mall a couple times. Now she a stunner. Just need a little polishing. And now look, not everybody want her. Yeah. You feel me? That's how that's college football nowadays today for real.
Look at the model. And I don't mean model as in Tyra Banks. I mean model as in prerequisite to what's been taking place. Look at the guys that Coach Prime has brought in and nobody else heard of. Coached them up, played them up, and they get a bigger bag to go somewhere else. And Coach doesn't have a problem with that. Like, he doesn't have an issue with that. He ain't mad about that. That is the world of college football today. And so if he gets a guy that's a 3, the guy plays 2 years for us and becomes his household name. One thing that you have to just own about Big 12 schools, particularly Colorado, it ain't going to be no match to the highest bidder, dog.
Yeah.
Let's just stop. That's not going to happen. And so, like, if you're a $250K dude and somebody comes at you with $1.2 million next, you better go get it.
Dip out, run, go, grab that bag.
You better go get it. But the cost benefit analysis of pursuing only 5s to lose them immediately or not get them, compared to pursuing 3s and 4s and coaching them up. Because here's the thing, man. And you'll find it, Chico, in the NFL or whatever league you may be in as far as your competition. You don't have to have, and I've said this before on this show, particularly as related to left tackle when our guy Jordan Seaton transferred. Shout out to Big C. You got a camp coming up, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have to have the number 1 guy at every position to win the Big 12. You got to have some guys with some heart, some guys with some talent, the guys that's coachable, some guys with some passion. You got to be able to compete. But to say that across the board, whatever level we on, at this particular that or this, that we got to have the number one, you can't create an all-star team in college football. Money don't allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Money would allow it if you had it. When you ain't got it, money don't allow that.
Yeah.
So you got to do like the Bill Belichick way when he was at the Patriots. Hey, let me go out here and see what's on this waiver wire that somebody else don't want to have to take the time with and coach and teach something that I can put them in a position to be damn successful. Because what happened to coaching, Chico?
That's a real NFL way right there, Unc.
Yeah,
Because most NFL
decades.
Yeah, they all feel like, hey man, I could coach these guys up. You know, I could find a diamond in the rough, so to speak, aka a 3-star instead of a 4-star. That's the same thing. You find that diamond in the rough, and you coach them up, put them in the right position. He might have been out of position, put them in the right position. You know, and now the guy flourishes, and that's what they're in a position to do right now, man. You can't go out there and, like you said, compete with the blue bloods or the Alabamas and such as far as paying these guys. So I can go over here. Okay, I really like him. Maybe he's not even getting all the attention that someone else is getting. But the film says otherwise. Look at the film, dog. Look at the measurables. Look where he come from. He actually fits perfect. A lot better than what this 5-star guy might fit in. This is what we're looking
you
for.
have to consider too, man. Amen to that, Chico. Again, well said. You 2 for 2 today. Is that just because somebody looked good on film, when you talk about that girlfriend analogy, them fitting you, everybody probably got a checklist of 5 things they want in a player or a spouse or whatever. But outside of that, the next 5 is what fits you. And you have to keep in mind that you already have a system, you already have players in your locker room. And just because a guy is all this on tape, does he mesh well with the guys you already have?
Mm-hmm.
Does he fit the system you play in? Or will he come in and tear up that system or tear up that locker room? So everything ain't just about football talent on film. It's about fit.
Yes, sir.
Which is why Coach said this year, everybody to come in, I'm the first say and the last say.
That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. Shout out to all of the young recruits that's coming in and the ones that will be coming also for the Buffs and making this season one to remember for the older traditional Colorado fans and the ones that came in with Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime, Travis Hunter and crew, Coach Neely and crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't forget, man, as a well-intended byproduct of these recruit interviews we're doing, we have some very nice Prime parents on deck. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Big Dog, Chico, and Speed Hustle TV, because they'll drop there first.
Check them out. Coming soon. Y'all get to know the parents of the players from the Himalayas. Hey, great segment that you're doing. So y'all stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Let us know any questions y'all have. I see in the chat going crazy right now talking about quarterback from Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Coming back to college football. I'm gonna bring that story up. See what the hell going on. What do you know about that story, Sorsby?
NCAA lost again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, they are it's becoming a laughing matter. When the NCAA tries to block a kid or go to court over a kid, they lost to the Ole Miss kid, wanted to come back and play. I've lost this one. I think this guy got to sit maybe the first 2 games or something. I'm not sure what the details were, but the bigger part is he'll be able to play.
Yeah, he cannot play. Okay,
go ahead.
Sorry about that. I was just going to say he cannot play in the first 2 games, Texas Tech 2 games, which was the penalty for his legal team that they suggested to the NCAA.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge in a district court in Lubbock, Texas, shout out to Lubbock, great football down there in Lubbock, Texas. They have granted the injunction requested by Texas Tech quarterback Brennan Sorsby. He is set to be eligible for the 2026 season. I guess that gambling didn't take him out the league, out of college football. Damn, that's crazy.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, nor did I play one on TV. But one of the things that happened with, and perhaps this is an unintended byproduct of being able to pay players, when the courts ruled that you can't keep somebody from making money off their name, their image, their likeness, you can't abridge that right, once so many factors are met or unmet. then it just opens up the door where the NCAA tries to tell Chico, hey, Chico, you did this, so you can't do that no more. And then Chico says, hey, courts, that man trying to keep me from making money. No, can't do that.
Damn.
Tell a man he can't work now.
Right.
You know, you might be able to tell a man he can't work for a week or two, but you can't tell a man he can't work at all. Like, you ain't got that kind of strength. So there's an erosion of NCAA power. There's an erosion of NCAA being able to stand its ground and making sound decisions on what to fight and what not to fight. And even now with congressional stuff coming up, where this 5 for 5 transfer one time, 5 years to play 5 seasons can come through. You're really talking about at some point, when are the big boys going to sit around the table and say, man, why the hell do we even need the NCAA? Why are we doing this?
Well, the reports say that the NCAA still has the option to appeal the ruling. He's expecting to return in the Big 12 opener versus Houston. And like you say, he must sit out the first 2 games of the season. Damn. It's crazy. Say the judge was balked.
Yeah, I'm just, but I don't care. What's that? Peck Argon?
Yeah, I was like, is that Peter or Pecker coming in?
Ball or not, it is what it is. It's just another L for the NCAA. And, even me with my dismal record of 50-50, like at some point you get your ass whooped, you stop fighting. Even I know that. Like I have to keep going because I'm about even. Like they ain't even no more. Like at some point, you just say, all right, dog. Like we like, what are we doing?
Yeah. You said the judge was bought, man. Hey man, listen, they got a lot of money to be buying out there too. They're like, listen,
let me say this as far as bought, because I don't want to allege something like transactional as in bought. I will acknowledge that when these cases come up, just like if Chico was to be involved in something, I was to be involved in something, you're going to start with the court with where you are. So these rulings are being held in local court. So like, for instance, when the Ole Miss quarterback sued, that courtroom was in Lafayette County, Oxford, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. You'd have to imagine there's a little bit of bias there, no matter what. Same thing with this case. But having said that, it's still a L. And then most times when it's appealed, judges don't try to erase the undercourt's decision when there was nothing wrong with the decision. Like you have to have a glaring error or omission.
Yeah.
And to arbitrarily tell somebody they can no longer make money, because again, let's just be real. This is about college football. Is about money. You're gonna lose because that man has a right to utilize his name, image, and likeness, and he's enrolled in school. Who do you say he can't play football?
Well, I'm going to stay close to this, see what happens next. After all that was going on, NCAA has made their ruling, or the judge has made their ruling. NCAA will have a chance to appeal. We'll see what happens from there. I think the guy should be able to play and open the damn floodgates, man. Players should be able to bet, and it should be a free market, damn near. That's what y'all doing anyway. Hell, I mean, I couldn't do this if I wanted to when I played college football.
I mean, it is what it is, Chico. You have stadiums under construction in Vegas right now. Like you have pro teams who moved to Las Vegas. The odds are announced on ESPN. ESPN has a gambling app. Like this is where we are in this thin line of separation, between pro sports, college sports, and the gaming or gambling industry. This show right here is sponsored by one. Like it is what it is. And, the rule of thumb has been as long as you're not betting on yourself or your own game, something that you influence, cool. And this is a person who in the private sector, this is what happens for the most part. And shout out to my HR people out there, which I'm not one. It's hard to be fired when you go to them and admit you got a problem. And you say, I need help. And
excuse me.
Last I saw, this was an admission on his part.
Yeah. Like I saw that too.
He stepped up and said, hey, man, I'm taking a little time away because I need some help.
Mm-hmm. I saw a kid in college. I saw 2 different kids in college get caught with some drugs, right, when I was in school. One kid, got kicked out immediately, right? Yeah. The other kid, for some reason, was able to go to rehab.
He said he needed help. Well, you say you say I need help. Yeah, I did this, but I have a problem.
Yeah, they have to do something to help
Yeah.
you. They can't just because I think the choice was, hey, listen, you can go to rehab, or I think that might have been you go to rehab, or you can get kicked out. Hell, you take your ass to rehab and say
Yeah,
you got a
but
problem.
I ain't gonna say most. Some people have a problem with saying they have a problem.
That's
So
the issue.
rather you know how Chico, when you don't know no better when you're young, right? And you think it's an embarrassment to get fired from a job. And so you don't want to tell nobody you got fired, you say you quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to the unemployment office and tell them you quit, and they be like, no, you can't, you had to be fired to get unemployment. You
I got
can't.
fired.
Oh my! No, I admit what I said was
No, that was the story I tell
have a
my
problem
peoples.
admitting, certain things, until they realize there's a benefit, a tangible benefit of admission. It's like no, it's like, and I'm gonna tell you something else relative to 2027 commits and what I'm about to say. It's almost like the criminal justice system, Chico. You got 4 or 5 jokers do something together. That fifth one to plea is not going to get the same deal that the first two got.
That's right.
Because we run out of room. Like we run out of room of being nice.
Yeah.
First guy come in, we finna be nice. That last guy, like, you might as well have not said nothing. And what does that got to do with scholarships? I tell you what it got to do with scholarships. And this is something I've said for parents, Chico, that I've worked with on the basketball side of things. And now here it is in football.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Glad you asked. You got a lot of folks, man, who get offered scholarships, right? And they go, well, we want to shop around a little bit. We're going to go on these other visits and see what's shaking. And amen, you have that right to.
Yep.
But yes, let's use Colorado as an example. What do you think happens, Chico, to the market demand on a Colorado scholarship when Colorado starts off 3-0? There's going to be more people wanting to come, not less. So you were offered a scholarship, let's say June, and you want to shop around, go on some visits, do some other stuff. Got it right. I'm not knocking your right to do that. Coach Prime hits his stride 3-4-0, and people who were not necessarily looking at Colorado, not looking at it, making calls on to come, yours is probably not on the table no more.
Mm-hmm. Definitely changes.
You may want to start putting some thought to, no matter what school you choose, and when they offer, might want to go ahead and grab that thing.
Yep.
Just saying.
I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now had I taken that offer and not been like, oh, let me hold up, wait, or any hesitation. You know what I mean? Forget thinking about it for a few days and then the team go win. Them NFL free agency calls, you better make your decision like this. Same difference.
I'm just saying, dog. Like it's worth what it's worth when it's offered.
Well, we got
it's like, hey, babe, you wanna see the only girl in your let me make up a class. You got basket weaving 6th period, and ain't but 2 girls in there. And you ask one of them to go to the prom. She, let me think about it. First period the next day, you got home economics, and there's 20 girls in there. You might should have took it with. I'm
telling you. And now you got other.
The market done changed, dog.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, man, I can say one more analogy, but I don't know if I should say this one. Well, here we go. This is what we do. This is our goddamn show. I'm trying to think how I should put it, or I should word it real quick before
Hey, no.
Just put it like this.
You're at your best when you're at your worst. Just go for it.
No, just put it like this. Just put it like this, right? There's 2 girls, and they're having dinner, but they're waiting on this one. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I see your face already.
No, wait, no, come on, dog. Let me move. You ain't got to
chill out. Let's chill out. Chill out.
Come on, dog.
Hey, runners, we appreciate y'all joining us. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, come and let us know where y'all checking in from.
You gonna rob the people.
All right. I'm just gonna say this though. If there's 2 guys that walk in, on these 2 girls, right, and one of them don't look as good, that other guy, that looks all right, he gonna look a lot better standing next to this dude right here. But let Chocolate Thunder walk up in that thing with some muscles or something. Now your stock just went down a little bit, dog. You know what I mean? It just happens like that.
You should have cashed some chips in when you had them. You had it in your hand. It was offered to you. I'm gonna wait. Okay, wait.
Sitting there playing around. She said she ready to go. You like, nah, I want to have a few more drinks up in here. All right, keep on having. All right, sit there. She said she was ready to go.
I tell people all the time, like on the basketball side, because you're dealing with even thinner margin. You might be the number 3 point guard coming out of high school in your state. But when the portal open, are you the number 3 point guard in your state?
There you go. Totally different.
Dog. You better take that when it offer.
Are you going to choose your girlfriend for life from your high school? I mean, no disrespect for y'all people that have done that, but just know now, when you go to college or somewhere else, it's going to be a whole.
Valid points.
I'm just saying. So, anyways, we're going to move on to our next subject, man. We got a lot of other things to talk about.
We can't move on.
Yes, we can. Because we got the Knicks to talk about. We talk about.
I don't believe you slapped that backboard.
I didn't slap it, but I tapped it. That's what we call tapping.
Let me keep it 100, Chico.
You don't think I got it that high?
I believe you set a pick and roll. I believe you got the ball. I believe you made a layup. I don't even believe you touched the backboard.
I really was thinking in my head after I did it, I should have dunked that motherfucker. I think I got it that high. I could have dunked it.
Y'all see how the lies compound.
I'm dead. You know what? I just grew up as a Magic Johnson fan. I only saw Magic Johnson dunk one time. I saw him go to the basket every day and do that. That's what I used to do. Go to the basket, weave through the traffic.
You know why you never saw Isaiah Zeke Thomas dunk with the Detroit Pistons?
Why?
He did it one time at IU and missed, and he said what happened with him and Bobby Knight after that, he's like, I'm laying it up every time.
Damn. That's crazy. Magic only dunked when he got mad that time. Went to the hole and slammed it on somebody's ass. Will we see that in the NBA Finals tonight? You got Wemby. They're down 0-2 to the New York Knickerbockers. Go New York, go New York, go. Headed back to the city, Unc.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like Chico, man. I own mine. I picked the Spurs 4-2, and they're now down. Down 0-2. And the Knicks certainly have the momentum. They certainly have the better style of play. And one thing that's not being pointed out enough that I've been pointing out on the Morning Wood is that they got the better coaching right now, man. Because I tell you what, Chico, we haven't been on the air since that game 2, the day of game 2. And let me just go to the end of the game. Because one point, the Spurs were up 14. Another point, the Knicks were up 12. It was a back and forth game. But if I got 7.5 seconds left and I got a dude that's 7.5 feet tall, I'm not drawing up an elbow jumper.
Hell no.
Now, I might have to draw that up with 0.2 or 5 or 1 point, whatever. 7 seconds of basketball, that's a long time.
That
you don't get your big ass in that paint and put your both hands up high and let me throw it into you. You just turn around and do something. Including your foul. I don't care what it is.
Right. Now, here's the thing. Now, you said put him in the post. My thing was this. I don't mind where he caught the ball. I mind the decision that was made.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking a quick jumper, contested. I felt like that was a classic high school drill set up to be displayed. And that is a pump, fake, and drive. Anybody play basketball should know what I'm talking about.
Here's my pushback to that, Chico. Go look at the floor right then. Go look at the picture of the floor right then. You could tell the play was drawn up for him to do what he did because there was no room to do what we're talking about, though. So whether Wemby should have done what you said or the coach drew up something bad, I'm not going back and forth because I wasn't in the huddle. I'm just saying the decision-making on either part is a damn atrocious. Because even when he shot it falling back instead of shooting it falling forward. You ain't even going to help let the ref help you.
Yeah.
And we're talking 7 seconds.
But see, that's what you got to put in the young player's head. if you're the coach, you got to let him know, hey man,
But see,
listen,
pause right there, Chico. We saying the same thing, but you cutting it different. I'm cutting it from the other half. You said the coach got to put in his head. Somebody got to put in that young coach's head to put it in the young player's head. I'm not absolving the people who are in charge. I'm not sitting here blaming 22-year-old Wemby. I'm blaming that what he 29, 30 years old, how old he is, the coach.
Yeah.
He part of this too now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, yeah, you're right, though. The main thing is, though, put them in a position, hopefully they can foul. You down 1. You got 7 seconds. You can create a foul right here by just being aggressive, I think. You're not going to create a foul by shooting a jumper over Mitchell Robinson. I don't think he can stay with you. I don't think he can stay with him. Wemby has amazing handles and ball skills. He can get to the paint at least one dribble right there.
Again, we got to do the totality of the play. Wemby didn't touch the ball first. We're talking 7 seconds. How much time did he have when he got it? What I'm telling you is it should have been inbound. Wemby should have already been in the paint and directly to him, or even inbounded to him while he in the paint.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be standing at the damn elbow.
And that's what I was saying when I was watching the game. I was like, okay, this is going to be a lob in to Wemby right here. They're going to put the ball up by the rim, set a couple picks, get him free. Somebody could have backpicked Mitchell Robinson. Now you got a mismatch, even more of a mismatch on Wemby. Now it's just like when Josh Hart was guarding him in the paint. You throw that thing up high and let him finish it.
Anywhere. That's my point to it all. And
get him the ball.
Let me say this to the non-historians out there. And I'm talking about my lifetime. I never saw Wilt Chamberlain play. I've heard about it. I've never seen Bill Russell play. I heard about it. In my lifetime,
Bill Russell
the most dominant player I've seen play is Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. Damn right.
The most dominant player, I ain't say best at this, the most dominant player I've ever seen play is Shaquille O'Neal. And I know what happened to Shaquille O'Neal his first finals. He got his ass swept.
That's right.
And I'm not blaming Shaq for that because Shaq had a grown-ass coach on the bench that was putting him in the position for the Rockets to sweep him.
Mm-hmm.
Because Shaq did his thing, but Olajuwon did his thing a little more. Olajuwon averaged over 30 this series.
Olajuwon was a veteran.
Yeah.
Most skillful player. You had the most dominant versus the most skill.
No matter what happens in this series, this has nothing to do with Wemby's future. Just like that didn't have nothing to do with Shaq's future. All I'm saying is, if a series is already going to be this close, where we can be up 14, they can be up 12, and one goes down to this, one goes down to that, you can't compound that with bad coaching decisions. And here's another bad coaching decision. And this ain't on Wemby. You got that rookie, what's his name, Harper?
Dylan Harper.
He leading scoring for 3 quarters and then only played 20 seconds in the 4th quarter. We act like that didn't happen. Wemby didn't take him out of the game.
You got to keep that man balling and being aggressive. He was a great rebounding, offensive and defensive. Plays a good defense. Also, on the offensive side, he's been efficient both games. I think he's right at 30 points for the 2 games. 15 and 1, 16 and the other, 31 points. Man, let that man play.
And what I'm telling you, let me see. That I don't know if that man played at all in the 4th quarter and wasn't hurt.
Yeah. I think he's been one of those bright spots for him. Although they had some missed time or some untimely turnovers, like when at the end of the game, Wemby tried to make the outlet pass to Castle, and they were just on different pages. I think that's just young and inexperienced, and it happens, things like that.
It does. And then at the end of the day, when you put it against what the Knicks did or didn't do, let's say 3-point shooting, right? Knicks with 39%, Spurs with 38%. Free throws could have been better. Knicks was 76%, Spurs were a dismal 70%. So they were 19 or 27. Here, you make just 2 of those, you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive rebounds, Knicks was 34, Spurs was 37. Assists were 29 to 22, steals 11 to 7, blocks 6 to 7, turnovers 15 to 16. So a lot of the game was very balanced from a nuance standpoint, which the final score, suggests that. But like I said, largest lead, Knicks were up 14 at one point, Spurs were up 12 at one point. Both of them got the capacity to go ahead, but neither one of them have been having the capacity to keep a lead. So, like, even tonight, I ain't concerned if somebody jump out 12. We just seen previous 2 games where both people have done that.
Mm-hmm.
This comes down to where are we in the fourth quarter and who's on the floor in the fourth quarter, who we trust. And I would say this, man, systematically. Again, here's a coaching thing. And even if the coach is saying and the players ain't do it, take the SOB out the game and get somebody in the wheel. Don't be afraid to do that. Because the bottom line is this. When they get down to nut cutting time, you got to have the ball in your best player's hands most of the time. It's like when people used to be critical of Colorado. Oh, Shadou ain't doing nothing but trying to find Travis. God damn it. I just like what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Look for Neely. It's like you damn right. Shadou finna have the ball, and he gonna try to get the ball to the best person that he can get it to, in order. So here's the question, Chico. Because if you in San Antonio locker room or team meeting at the hotel or that, we can do all this positive talk and we can do all this. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If we don't win tonight, it don't matter what we say.
Well, in order for you to watch them in person tonight, you're going to have to pay a record damn price for their tickets, and looked like the president would be in attendance. I think Donald Trump made the announcement that he will be at the game. And then also it's just announced that the prices of the tickets have dropped a few, I guess, after that announcement. So they've gone from over to 10,000 for some tickets. This one right here says 6,000 down to 4,000 in some places for the cheapest one. So I guess a little bit relief for somebody who wants to get into the game. You can go from 6 to 4 real quick. Like, is that something you would pay for if you just had disposable money? Not saying you don't or you do, but if you did, to go to a Knicks game and to be in the nosebleeds for $4,000, 4,000 or 5,000.
No. No, it's just not. It's no brainer. I mean, I can watch on my TV and have better seats. Right. I can watch on my TV. I could watch on the TV in a bar in Times Square and have better seats.
Have better seats, better drinks. Yeah, I get up, do what I want to do.
Then when the game ends, everybody comes to the same place outside.
Yeah. You can already be set up outside.
And when I say short, I'll be like, yeah, me and Chico were just in there, man. We Live and kick it.
Oh, man. Well, it's going to be one to watch, man. I can't wait for that one. If the president is in the building, you know what? I need to go to my bookie and make a bet. I'm going to go to my bookie and make a bet that will he be there for the entire game is what I want to know. That's the question.
Did they say where he's sitting? Is he in a suite or he going to be courtside?
That's another bet we can make. Will he be courtside or in the suite? What do you think? What would you put your money on? He'll be courtside or in the suite?
I mean, if it were me, I'd be in the suite. The camera going to find me regardless.
All right. But if it was you, that was you.
Oh, you're talking about me as president. If it was me as in just me,
no.
Somebody else buying this, yeah, I'm sitting courtside.
This is Donald Trump now. Put yourself in the president's shoes. You are him, not Neely. This you. What decision do you think he'll make?
It's like the Browns, man. You don't know. Like the Browns,
I think, man, it's gonna be a tough one, but I don't know if. Ooh, this is a tough one. Because I can see him sitting on front row because he wanted to be seen. He's Donald Trump, of course, But at the same time, that put him on Front Street where he leaves too early, where he leaves. Does he have to use the bathroom? When you could be in a suite and you could do all that in private. They'll get you on camera. But then you know, if you need to leave, get up, you get hungry, want a snack, you got to use the bathroom. You do that in private without the cameras and the whole crowd watching. So I'm going to go with you on this one. I'm going to say he'll be up in one of those
But let me
boxes.
ask you this: courtside or suite? Chico is president. But where's the glizzy? Is it hidden and you taking bites when you see a commercial on the jumbotron?
I'm eating something else other than glizzy.
Or will the glizzy be
In plain view? No, I can't rock with the Fat Joey on that one. I probably won't eat. You know what? I take that back. Since I'm in New York and since they serve them, I might order one. But then when they come, I'll look at it and be like, nah, I can't eat this shit. So I'll order something else. So the glizzy might be in plain view, but not being eaten in plain view.
with no bite?
That makes sense. With no bite on it. And if it was a bite, it'll be from the middle of the hot dog. Ow. Bite it like a hamburger.
Well, like they said about Chico, a lot of people eat Snickers for the chocolate. He eat it for the ridges on top.
Yeah, and you be like, you treat your Snickers like
Couldn't he get it out? Couldn't he get it out?
What's the name of that lollipop where it say, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, right? No, not Tootsie Roll, but
a
what's the name
one,
of
a two, a three.
Yeah. That's how up me with that Snicker bar. I want to see how many licks it's gonna take to get rid of these ridges. A one.
I tell you what, my glizzy would be in plain sight, and I would wait for the cameras on me.
And you wait for the camera to be on you.
And y'all not gonna make me be ashamed to eat a glizzy, man. I love a damn hot dog.
Can't be eating hot dogs as a grown person, Fat Joe. Hey.
Once again, Chico, a hot dog can be made with quality stuff.
I want to hear that.
My glizzy gonna be in plain view. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, got no shame. You ain't lying about that. Well, let's get our predictions on the game then.
I'm not gonna do it with one hot dog. Ain't gonna make me mad.
You gotta have two.
Yeah.
The hot dog double team you?
It's like if you go to the drive-thru. I don't care what the restaurant is. What the restaurant is, Chico. You go to the drive-thru and something costs 99 cents. I need two of them. I need two of them.
Glizzies.
Just off the rip. Like I don't care what it is. If it's 99 cents, I need two of them.
Okay. All right. Well, it's belly to belly gonna cost 99 cents. I got two of them for you.
He is. He want to face me again.
Oh man, Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. Shout out to them. You know, I don't have any news. I just want to give a shout out to Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns.
Look, let me tell you this: if somebody got a problem with the morning run pausing for station identification and giving a shout out to Shediggity, you just gonna have a problem because we don't need a reason to bring up Shedeur Sanders.
But you know what? We do need a reason for this, or actually, we don't need a reason for this either. But we can bring it up also. Just a station and reminder for you guys out there: get ready for this season and even leading up to this season, because the morning run on the Pregame Network with Uncle Chico, we're the only sports program, sports show that can bring you inside coverage of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. I mean, inside, not outside, talking about what we saw, what we heard, and what Neely and Chico talking about.
Yeah.
Right. And without giving Neely and Chico credit, we just gonna talk about it as if we knew it or whatever. Just know that it's that, and then it's this. You feel me? Take it how you want to take it.
And this season is gonna be in plain view.
In plain view. Call us the Glizzies.
Yeah, we the Glizzies. It's two of them. We're gonna be in plain view.
Mine is kosher though. I'm kosher. I'm a kosher Glizzy. Whatever that means.
Mine a little sloppy. I mean, the meat might be kosher, but the extras is.
I
got some sauce around it.
No, I could take this somewhere else, but I'm not.
I was trying to get you to just
because I was just going to talk about how, you know what? If I say that word, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to do that, guys.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah. Just know that though. Just know that as we come in this season, The Glizzies are coming.
Oh, Chico, I forgot to tell you, I did last game 2. I did not bet on the Spurs, but I did make a bet on Wemby to go over 25, and he got 29.
Would you make that bet this week? Or this game? How many points do you think he'll get, and who you think going to win?
You never
this?
know. He can get 35
this
he can get 15. I'm gonna see what they got. They might have it up already. Let's see what they got locked or not. Some of them they lock out because the odds are in your favor too much. You know, they're not in the business of giving away money, Chico. Like
not at all.
But we can do.
Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up for the people out there, for the guests that's watching. If you guys are watching right now, you want to see what it looks like behind the scenes.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and put it up like this right here for y'all. Haters in the back. Who just
You're welcome, Louisiana Glenn. Glad you had a happy birthday, man.
For sure. Louisiana Glenn in the building. Happy belated. Once again, glad you had a great time. Big dog. All right, we're going to go to mybookie.ag. Mybookie.ag. That's where you need to be. Uncle Neely status and Big Dog Chico status right here. So you go on there, you click on NBA right there, right? And you can bet right here.
Yeah, go up to player points.
Player points? I was just going to say, what do you usually do?
Player points, and then scroll down. Do you see Wemby? You scrolling up. Yeah, scroll down. There you go. Or you do the same thing with Brunson, but
Dylan Harper, yep, with all the guys. De'Aaron Fox. Why are you going to have Wemby at the bottom? Why Wemby at the bottom? Wemby should be at the top, guys. Here we go. Is it locked?
Well, you see some of them are locked. You see how go down some? Some of them are locked. So I always go by that, and they're just like, at the end of the day, y'all, it's damn gambling. Like shit. You know.
So right here, I would say 20. If he's getting 26 plus, right? If you want to bet that, that's 159. That's minus 159, right? So you would go with a plus, though. That's what you normally do, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the plus is the points. You know, it depends on how I'm gambling. Like sometimes the ones you can make the most money off of course, be a little too out to stretch. Like if he scored 32 or 35.
Yeah.
You know, like for instance, last week it was 20, 24, and 25, and then the bigger bets were 30, and when he scored 29, he came right in between them. So it just varies.
They be right on point though.
But I don't know, man. Because this series has just been so damn interesting. And this game in itself is so interesting tonight because we already said that game 2 was a must win and they didn't win it. Well, hell, this is a must win.
Yeah, now this is a must win. You actually asking this right here. This on me.
You tell somebody you're gonna whoop their ass and they do it again. No, next time, now for real now.
Yeah.
This time you do it like this is a must win. And so. And part of me, Chico, like I said all along, we said from the get-go, even though I picked the Spurs and never back away from that, we talked about how Knicks could be winning this, and they've done exactly that. And then I also talked about how the Knicks were the better story. And there's a part of me that if the Knicks are going to win this, I'd love to see them winning in Madison Square Garden Game 4.
Me too.
Instead of having to come back, you know.
Wait, this Game 7 will be where?
Wait, game 7 would be in San Antonio.
Game 7. Okay, yeah, you're right. So they would have.
So they'd have to come back for a game 6 if they want to win at home.
Right. So Knicks in 6 or Knicks in 4. What would you guys rather see? You know, I know it's going to be crazy out there outside of Madison Square Garden, regardless of what's going on. Like we said in the first game, we talked about if they were to go back to Madison Square Garden and they mess around and lose. You know, there's going to be people outside regardless, whether it's for good or for bad. Absolutely. They're going to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. New York, the city that never sleeps. I love it. I know they, man, since 99, that's a long damn time, huh?
You're talking about that's when they was in it, and the Spurs, I think the Spurs swept them, or did the Knicks get one?
I I will have to look and see. I think the Knicks might have gotten one that series.
So you got to go back to 73, the last time they won one. They won in either 70 and 73 or 71 and 73.
Yeah, I think it's 73.
No, they won two. 73 was the last time, but they had one a couple of years before that too.
Yeah. 99 and went 4-1. Knicks won game 3.
Okay.
89-81 over the Spurs.
Well, maybe Spurs, maybe it's the reverse. Maybe Spurs do win tonight because this is game 3.
Mm-hmm. I think they will. Well, for them to win, I think what has to happen, though, before we get up out of here is Wemby has to be Wemby. He has to take control. Those young guys going to have to show up. De'Aaron Fox going to have to be the De'Aaron Fox of old. He's going to have to be aggressive, take those shots, but also he got to create for some of his other teammates and for the big fella. I think it's going to be a concerted effort to get Wemby closer to the basket. If I had to bet on over or under 28 points, I'm going to go 28 and over for Wemby tonight. Huge game for him. Plus 14, 15 rebounds for the big fella. But can that lead to a win, though? That's the question. I think he's going to have a big game, but leading to a win, I'm not sure. I'm going to still take the Knicks in this game. 3-0 Knicks. Let's go. I said it. Going against the grain on this one.
I don't know if that's against the grain. I mean, the best indicator of future performance is past. They've won a blowout one, somewhat blowout. They won by 10, and they were down 14 in that, so that's a 24-point swing. So that felt like a blowout, even though it wasn't. And they won by, 1 or 2. My thing is this. I think Wemby, no doubt, got to score more than 25. I mean, he scored 29, and they barely lost. If he gets into the 30s, they can absolutely win. But it takes more than him, so it's going to have to be some balanced scoring. I'm not finna sit here and say the Spurs are going to win tonight. I am just saying this: they got to win tonight. Like because if you don't win tonight, your motivation and belief that we can win 4 in a row pales in comparison to their belief that all they got to do is win one more at home. So if when you got to do something in a row, Chico, when you need 4 in a row or whatever the case may be, which they don't need 4 in a row, they really need like 2 in a row, reset the series. You got to start with 1.
Got to start with 1.
And if they don't start that tonight, I mean, Knicks, go ahead and sweep their ass and win on your own floor.
Yep.
I'll
say this, it's not as it's closer than what a lot of people think. And the Spurs should feel that away. I wrote down, or I had these notes right here from the last game. And basically I wrote down that the Knicks, game 2, they came into the game on a 12 straight wins, third team in history, 12 consecutive playoff wins, all by 10 points or more. That's huge. And then, but the Spurs shot the lowest field goal percentage of the season and still led the game in game 1. So they need to say to themselves, hey, man, we didn't play our best, but we were right there.
Pointing all of that. The coaching staff, the players, the analysts, the statistic guy, the trainer, they're all pointing out, man, look at how much meat we left on the bone. Chico, I started off with free throws.
Mm-hmm.
They shot 70% from the line.
Yeah.
So this ain't like, they losing by 25 points these past 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
They in there, it's just the youth. And when I say youth, I want to be clear runners. I'm talking about the youth of the staff and the youth of the players.
Yeah.
It ain't just one thing.
Yeah. And also another note was 12-point Spurs run with 3 minutes left. And guess what? That was when Dylan Harper came out of the game. They brought him back in, and he was able to tie the game up. The Knicks went cold. OG turned the ball over, no foul. Mike Brown challenged it. OG shot a 3 from the corner. I think that changed the game. Successful, just 3-point shooting overall. I think the Spurs went cold after Champagne couldn't make his shots. He was wide open. Miles Bridges was 7-8. So he was hot that game when usually he just wasn't on point as much as we've seen before. So he showed up that last game. Can he do that? Game 3, we'll see. But I still will take the Knicks in this game to get a victory over the young Spurs. So that was just some notes I wanted to bring up a little bit. Right there, had a lot more written down, but just kind of glossed over those.
That ain't what he was doing, y'all. That ain't what he was doing.
Well, what the hell was I doing there, young man?
808 Braves, shout out to Hawaii 808 Braves, told him that if he don't start bending down, showing the top of his head more, she ain't gonna give him no discount. So he had to play like he was reading something. So y'all gonna see the design.
Why you gotta tell everybody, dog?
Why you had to admit I'm being truth? Like you couldn't just laugh and went on. You like, man, you told everybody.
But it's too obvious. You knew that's exactly what I was doing. Trying to play it off.
You need to put some ads. You need to put some ads down each one of them cornrows.
Follow right here.
Set a pick, Chico.
That's messed up, dog. You know what? I have to not play basketball anymore because in front of the kids. You know why? Because you are a giant in front of your kids. I don't care.
You shoot man right now.
Yeah. I stepped on the court. I didn't realize that all these mofos were over about 6'5". All of them was tall except for the one black dude that was the guard. So I stepped out there, and I'm used to being a shorter guy on the court, and I'm still gonna go down low. I'm still gonna get my rebounds. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna box out and stuff. But I came back. My daughter was like, "Damn, Dad, I ain't know you was that short." I'm like, "Short, nigga."
So you know what's gonna happen next. Y'all gonna be riding
along. You look
along.
short compared to them. I'm like, those are giants out there for real.
Y'all gonna be riding along. Your daughter gonna be acting in the back seat. I told you to be quiet now. I told you, all right now. I told you it's gonna happen. You keep on. You ain't told that man from LA on the basketball court.
No. Time out.
You ain't talking to him like that.
I said he was tall. They were taller than me. I didn't say they were out there abusing me and pushing me around, or I couldn't get a rebound or something like that.
You wouldn't talk to
him. No, dog. I saw them.
With your little ass.
I saw them mofos high-fiving when I left the court. They're like, "Oh yeah, that motherfucker gone. He getting all the rebounds."
What your daughter said with your little ass right after she?
No, she just said you shorter than them, but you was boxing them out and you was dogging them out.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I added that part into it, but
I know
that's what she was thinking.
You wanna know what's worse? Chick, I was in this adult league once, just back when I was 35. Took the kids to watch me play. And made a couple shots. I looked over to see if they were looking here. They running under the bleachers.
They didn't pay attention. You thought you were putting on a show for them.
Hey.
Like, hold up.
One time I turned it over and I looked at the sideline. They were looking in like
they watching. They videotaping it. Like, listen, man, I am wasting a lot of energy trying to put on a show for y'all. I want y'all to see Daddy perform. Y'all think that I'm just old. No, I got some game too now.
Y'all running around under the bleachers. I say need 2 3 back to back.
Yeah. I did miss a shot though. I got a rebound, but it was on my own, you know. So you know how you get a rebound.
Was it a me bound? Or you pulled
No, you know how somebody shoot it, and you know if you're a good rebounder, you can watch how it comes off the rim and get the rebound, and without coming back down, you just catch and put it back up. Yeah. You know, one of them.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that in so long.
You do a lot of rim watching. You like how it come off the rim.
Yeah, basketball rim, dog. So yeah, I caught it, put it back up, but I missed that one. But I wasn't too mad because I got the rebound. You know what I mean?
So me, man, you and Angel Reese.
Shout out to Angel Reese. She's doing her damn thing in the WNBA though. Did she just have a career milestone or something like that? Since you want to try to clown my girl.
Man, stop making up shit to look up, close the show, man.
Hold up. Since the WNBA's inaugural season in '97, Angel Reese is one of 4 basketball players, including the NBA, with 50-point double-doubles in her first 75 games, and 1 away from tying Blake Griffin for the most in that span, regardless of league. Damn, 1 of 4 basketball players with 50-plus double-doubles in her first 75 games. That is, hey, man.
No, take away half them me bounds and what she got.
Man, get up on my girl, dog. What's it? Me bound, he bound, she bound, whatever you want to call it. She got the rebound. Leave my dog alone. Angel Reese, holla at your boy. All right. She has 56 double-doubles in her 74 career games, the most in WNBA history within the player's first 75 games. Shout out to Angel Reese. If y'all are Angel Reese fans out there, put it in the chat. Angel Reese or CC, put that in the chat. All right. And W for all the runners out there who's been going to the website, checking us out at unclechico.myshopify.com and getting some of that new merch, whether you're doing numbers, whether you're consistent, because that wins, whether you're on your speed hustle or you just want to represent Uncle Damn Chico, you can do that at our website, unclechico.myshopify.com is what they call them. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
I was trying to point to my hat. I was trying to point to my hat.
Oh, my bad. Damn. Hold up. I thought you was over there getting right for your read on the Boulder Broker.
I would have muted my mic to do that. And if you find yourself in Boulder, Colorado, or the General Boulder area, from Longmont to Broomfield to Aurora, I don't care where you at. Stay at the beautiful Boulder Broker, right there at 31st and Baseline. Call that number. Go to that website. When you make your reservation or a check-in, let them know that Unc and that dude whose name you can't remember sent you, and they will take 20% off of your stay. The beautiful Boulder Broker Inn. That's right.
That's right. Go to the Boulder Broker. And guess what? Let me just say this. What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card, remodeling your kitchen, exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica. Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. And State Farm agent Denise Smith is right here in the community of Aurora, Colorado, or just the whole state of Colorado to lend a hand. As your local good neighbor, Denise Smith can help you look at things you want to save for and come up with a plan to make those savings and those goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being free of debt or free to roam the world, call State Farm agent Denise Smith in Colorado today. Because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I love that they sent that ad read spelled phonetically so you could do it.
Oh, whoever phonetically is, no, it was for Chico. So we're going to get up and about it. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. This has been Uncle Chico live, the morning run.
Man.
Huh? You about to do what?
Go give me a glizzy. Put it in plain sight.
You got a glizzy right there next to you. Just go ahead, pick it up and slap it on the side of your face like
I
that.
wish I
Pow. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner.
Oh, Lord. What's wrong with him?
This dude's diabolical, man. Nasty word. Frico Chico, the one-man Rico, slapping the glizzy
across his face.
Now, when Danny say only Chico, you know you don't win for. When Danny becomes the voice of reason. When Danny says, hey, y'all, I don't think we should do this, you know it's a dastardly plan.
We out.